Well, and happy Saturday morning, wherever you are. I don't know how early it is for some of you guys. Sorry, guys, I have birds in the background. Lower that down a little bit. But let's get, okay. I'm serious. I have birds in the background. All right. So let's get into the general collective reading first. I'll just get set up a little bit better, more comfortable. Okay, a little bit better. Okay. Now let's get into it. Let's just get a general overall energy pull for like just today's energy, and then we'll get just a little bit deeper into it to see the continuation of it, to see what else comes up. But let's see. Hey, what's up, Noku? Sorry guys for the buzzing in the background. I had gotten a mini fridge, but I'm about to sell it. Because I'm like, never mind. I'll just use the main fridge. All right, so let's get into what's coming for the general collective for today. First card coming out is the Eight of Wands in the upright position. A lot of communication. Expect a lot of communication today. A lot of communication, especially in regards to balance. Some of you guys who are dealing with a Libra or Scorpio, okay, with the Justice card, the Fool card, Aries, Aquarian, okay, just showcasing the zodiac signs for the general collective pool that are associated with the tarot. It doesn't necessarily have to be your person. The fridge thing is so universal. I had the same one in my first year of uni. That's what I'm just like, oh my gosh. I'm just like, is it normal for this shit to be this loud? And then it is apparently. So it's not loud to everybody else but me. Apparently, it's just as loud to me. Anyway, so the Eight of Cups energy is coming up in reversal. Somebody's going to take a chance. This could be like kind of like a spontaneous adventure, and it's going to come in pretty hot. Like maybe some of you guys are going to be able to like go on like a little mini getaway or a little mini vacation, or to do something spontaneous for some of you guys. Now, oh God, what the hell? This is live birds. I'm watching live birds while recording this. Some birds really are scary. Okay? Anyway, but then they're like very beautiful, you know what I mean? There's just one bird that's called Paradise Bird. Anyway, so with the Eight of Wands energy, you're also getting the Eight of Cups. So that's a double 88 energy, and abundant flow also coming in. Okay? Something that you haven't let go of because you continuously tried, because you continuously didn't let go of something. And I feel like it's not, I don't feel like this is in regards to love. I really do feel like this is in regards to like career, school, something you're really hyper focused on. With the Page of Pentacles in the reversal, this almost signifies like putting an end to something. Maybe just being like, you know what? I'm going to walk away from what no longer serves me, and I'm not going to be invested in this anymore, and I'm going to manifest something different. But then once you try to manifest something different, you get this King of Wands energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarian. This could be sun, moon, or rising. And remember, we're about to get into that Aries energy, okay, soon here. Now, speaking of fire sign energy, we got some Leo coming in. Strength card, a victory at the end of the tunnel. And this is in regards to today. So maybe you guys are going to be doing something spontaneous and receive some spontaneous communication that's going to bring balance into your reality. And maybe it's something that you didn't really like let go of. Maybe it's somebody that you never thought that would respond back to you or didn't respond back to you for a really long time. Then all of a sudden this person comes in like really fiery, very feisty, like wanting to see you, wanting to see what you're doing. Like I like that kind of energy with the Seven of Cups in the reversal. This could also be like all of a sudden opportunities arising for you. Okay, and the next card that you're receiving is the Tower card, and the Tower card energy is coming up in the reversal alongside the Seven of Cups energy in the reversal. So there's some kind of like making your dream a reality. And I know that there's like a really big thing with the, eclipse energy that we're getting. I do have an astrologer that I, touch base with, that I met in person, who may be, going on live stream with me, and we'll be able to do tarot and astrology. But that probably will happen more along the lines of April, okay? Not so much as March. But just we're trying to align our schedules right now, which is pretty cool. But anyway, so, and her name is Emmy. Anyway, so with the Seven of Cups energy and the Tower card energy in the reversal, This is, oh, sounds fun. Yeah, for sure. She's pretty cool. Anyway, you guys know I like to bring people onto the channel like every now and again, especially if they have like really good insight and I like talking to them and stuff like that. I haven't in a while. I only had like one guest on my channel, but I want to have another one. So I think that'll be cool. So anyway, back into the reading. The Seven of Cups energy and the Tower card energy coming up in the reversal. This is almost like an internal shift, something that you're not expecting. Now, this could be like your perception of somebody or perception of a situation or like something that you were viewing a certain way. Now, all of a sudden, you get an aha moment to where it ends up bringing you some form of like profit. I don't know why I'm getting that energy. And this is Nine of Pentacles. I mean, hello, Pentacle energy, earthbound energy, monetary values, practical things, but it's more than that too. It's also somebody finally seeing your worth and how you could truly bring value to their life and how you actually are important or significant with the Nine of Pentacles. But I also feel like with the Nine of Pentacles, this is also about somebody seeing you as somebody who doesn't need them, but somebody who definitely wants them within the reality. Like you've learned to take care of your own guard, and the traditional form of the Nine of Pentacles is a woman sitting in the garden with a bird. Okay? She knows how to take care of herself. She knows how to do all that. It's not the fact that you don't need a man to procreate. Obviously, you need that for procreation, fundamental stuff, as for now. Vice versa. Let that sink in. So the next one that you get is the Queen of Swords. Okay? With the Queen of Swords energy coming up in the upright, that's Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. Now, this is also about making a really sound decision, a straightforward intention, and just going with it. Not even letting anything or anyone waver, having a really strict plan, and almost having this revitalization of energy being brought to you, but it's very mental based, very mental focused, but also very much practical. It's almost like you're creating practicality with these thoughts, with these ideas, and it'll bring you into a position of leadership or get your boss's attention. Some of you guys may have viewed like my video, What Does Your Boss Think of You? You might want to check back to that. I might repost that video. But that's one of my, I guess popular videos, over 2K. But with the Emperor card coming in, I do feel like this is about somebody paying attention to you. This is also about somebody valuing you, especially with the Nine of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. Now, the next card that you're receiving is the Ten of Pentacles. And it's crazy because I felt like somebody's eye was on you. And this is a card of generational lineage. This is also one right above the Ten of Pentacles. And in order for this Nine of Pentacles, this princess, in order to become the Queen of Pentacles, right? The person who's like structured, sound, the motherhood, and kind of energy. It doesn't necessarily have to be Taurus, Virgo, Cap, but that's what it's associated with. But it doesn't necessarily have to be. And it's not even here. It's not even present. We're actually getting the Emperor, which, it does have a little bit of Tauren sometimes displayed. It can also be Aries. It's mainly Aries. Okay? But some people like to say Capricorn. All this other... Listen, it's Aries. Mainly. Okay? Taurus, mainly. But the point is, that could also be a timing frequency. And those are near timing frequencies for whenever you gravitate towards this reading. Okay, thank you guys for liking the video. I appreciate that too. With the Ten of Pentacles energy in the upright, this is about being offered something, and you can only be offered this by a king or an emperor who has this to offer. Now, this is also somebody who is picturing being a father with the emperor energy coming forth in the upright position. The reason why I'm saying this is because the emperor is somebody who likes to take care of more than themselves. Okay, and more than just their city, more than just their state, more than just like the emperor is somebody who like, I'll run the business, or I'll be the leader, I'll take care of the team, I'll do that, or I'll do this, I'll take care of all that. Like this, the emperor kind of like energy. Okay, being able to kind of like assume accountability, responsibility, take on tasks that may or may not be yours, and kind of like, and it make it kind of like a teaching moment too, with it being in the upright. Now in the reversal, it's different. You know what I mean? It's like the tyrant dad or the tyrant boss or the tyrant boyfriend or whatever. But you're not getting that. You're getting it in the upright. okay, which is favorable, which is also husband energy for some of you guys who have been in long-term relationships with your person. Now, with the Ten of Pentacles, this is about building structure. This is also about family. This is also about building children. But the correlation between the 9 and 10, yeah, it's one away, but you're not seeing what I'm seeing there is that that one away has to be offered, has to be given to you, has to be received. Sometimes you can obtain it by yourself, but not in the matters of love or romance. Now, in the matters of like career, some of you guys may end up being like building something. Maybe you're an entrepreneur, or maybe you're doing something, maybe you're studying something really hard in order to develop your own practice or to do your own thing, whatever. You're trying to think really long term for structure. For some of you guys, you're really coming to like terms with that, where you're just like, you know what, I don't want to do this forever, but I know this is what I'm going to do for a little while, but I want it to lead to this. It's almost like planning, but not being strict with the planning to the point where you're just like, well, I'm not going to go and hang out with Sally, Margie, and May, or whatever. I don't know why I'm getting M names. Okay. And, like, I said Sally, though. I don't know why I said Sally. Anyway. And then all of a sudden I just heard Little Sally Walker walking down the street. I don't even think I've heard that song by Iggy. I think I've only heard, like, the TikTok sound of it. But I'll listen to it later, and I'll probably talk about it again. But the thing about this is you have to be offered that. So it's like a potential proposal or potential offer on the table, especially in regards to career. This could be like a potential offer on the table that ends up pushing you right to where you need to be, where you've been wanting to obtain. And then what you're not expecting is that once you obtain what you're wanting to obtain, you may end up being content. You may not harbor the energy of greed in that moment. You may just have content, kind of like energy, to like where you're just like, you know, I'm really grateful for these. Kind of like that squirrel right there. Okay, he's like, I'm really grateful for these nuts that I found on the ground. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm really grateful for that. And he's like just chilling. He's got a bunch of different food. He walked into nothing. They got seeds, nuts, little acorns. He's in heaven right now. He's in a buffet. He's at a buffet. He's at Golden Corral in the woods. Okay. And this is this energy. 10 of Pentacles, the 9 of Pentacles. And I want to make that really evident because that is building generational wealth. That's building structure. That's building security. But what you're not expecting is that you're going to get even more after you're already satisfied. So now you have to think about what you're going to do with more. Okay? Are you wanting to like invest? Are you wanting to save it? Are you wanting to, what are you doing with more? And what are you okay with taking on karmatically? Like some people are like, oh, I want to, you know, build homeless shelters and everything like that. But what karmatically are you taking? You're taking on a lot of other people's dramas, pains, stories, things that they've went through. The only thing that you're seeing though is like, oh, I'm going to build homeless shelters. But you also have to kind of like think, okay, is this something that I can emotionally take on, mentally take on? Is this something that I'm ready for? And some of you guys may be put into that position where you're just like, whoa, should I back up a little bit or should I just go full force and go all in and just like do it? Have I been holding myself back this entire time? Like that conversation. And this could also be how your person is feeling as well for some of you guys. Now we're going to get into some message cards, okay, for the generalized collective reading. I hope you guys are enjoying this. But let's get into a couple more. 8 of Pentacles. Listen, some of you guys are about to really get a promotion, or maybe you're applying for a position or applying for a job and you're like, am I going to get it? Am I going to get that? Or is this position going to be the right one for me? Or like, yes, it is. You're building towards a practical future and a practical plan. You see it in your foresight and it's coming towards you. Like what you've been working hard towards, you may have had resistance and obstacles and delays and stuff like that, but it doesn't mean that things are like over. And even when in your moments of doubt where you're like, damn, that's like the fakest shit, like things are going to get better or anything like that, you know within your soul and within your heart space that things actually are going to get better. Because if you look at your life before, yes, there could have been some reoccurring moments due to some reoccurring choices, but it did get better throughout the way. Throughout all the mistakes, throughout all the pains, throughout all the struggles, it got better for you because at the end of the day, maybe that moment was a redirection. Like if there's something like really tragic, let's just say like a boyfriend was like really like a little bit too much, or girlfriend or a wife or a husband, whatever, was like really a bit too much, controlling, obsessive, whatever. And like everything else was perfect about them, but they were just like way too controlling, way too, I don't know, I'm getting that energy. okay? And you were just like, I need some kind of like room to breathe. And then on top of you not knowing, I'm feeling it from like, I don't know if it's your perspective viewing it on them or your person's perspective of who they were previously, but it was almost, or who they're with, or take the energy how it resonates. But it's like, I need some space to breathe. Like, I know you don't know the direction that you're going in your life, but like, I have a really clear vision. Like, I don't know why I'm getting like somebody was trying to like really like look at what you're doing in life and then just kind of like piggyback off of it and not have any form of originality in like what they really want in their life. And it may have been kind of like their originality, quote unquote, would have been kind of like, oh well, I'll decorate the space. Like, let's just say you're the person who's like, oh, I'll plan the party, or I'll do this. And then somebody's like, oh, well, I'll do this, or I'll do that, or, like piggybacking, or they just want to help. But let's just say you have a partner who's like that, who doesn't necessarily like initiate these things of like, you know what, I'm going to do this time, or like vice versa. I don't know, I'm getting that energy to like where you're going to get a really good kind of like equal give and take, especially with the Justice card bringing in balance here in the beginning. Very fast, too, with the moving energy of the Eight of Wands. And that's Sagittarian. Getting a lot of fire sign placements, air sign, a little bit of everything that's generalized collective, or more. Four of Wands in the reversal. Interesting. Some of you guys are going to separate from something that no longer serves you. And this was something that you may have foresaw. This could also be a redirection of movement, or something that is not, it's like almost like you thought something was going to be really certain, secure, steady, kind of like the same thing. And with the Hierophant energy coming forth in the upright, and this could also mean that maybe you broke up with somebody else in order to get into a serious relationship with somebody else as well. The Hierophant. Now you're also getting the Three of Wands energy in the reversal. This is about something that you knew it was going to happen, but you didn't expect it to happen when it did happen. Because the Three of Wands is kind of like, okay, so let's just compare it to Amazon Prime, okay? Amazon Prime, let's just say it's not going to arrive for like a day, right? It's like, oh, it's like next day delivery. But what if they ended up packing it on early, right? And then you get it the same day. It wasn't by accident. It was just the way that things ended up working out. There ended up being space for you. The energy was open enough, right? So let's get into the next one. You have the Knight of Swords energy in the reversal. And maybe this is because you didn't expect this, because maybe somebody was acting adversely, or maybe they were acting cold or closed off and not really opening up and not really being there, not really being present. And now all of a sudden they want to have this like heart-to-heart, deep, heartfelt conversation with the Two of Cups after the Knight of Swords. This is also coming to terms with somebody and making a really solid decision and listening to your heart, listening to your intuition, even though things might not be certain on the outside. And I feel like there could be a removal of a third party with the Three of Cups energy in the reversal. As I'm saying that 1818 on the timestamp, something about a really strong, abundant, prosperous, new beginning time for you, because 8 and 1 vibrancies both signify, well, 1 signifies new beginnings. 8, most of the time, is abundant energy, a cycle of abundance coming towards you. Hence the infinity symbol. Okay, abundance never ends unless it's a mentality, right? So let's get into some message cards, and we're going to get into the switch cards, and we're going to see for the general collective what's coming up. Let's see, what's coming up for the general collective? Ooh, a little bit of complex energy. Maybe somebody's having a really hard time making a decision or a choice on something, especially with that Two of Swords energy that came out. But I feel like they're going to come to that decision, especially with the Justice card. The thing about Justice energy is that they have think about a court case, right? You weigh out all the options. Your mind is going like, you want to have without any form of doubt. And you want to have all form of security within a situation that things are going to be okay. That you're not going to create this immense upheaval in your life or the other person's life, or it's going against some kind of structure or moral code or value. Like, think about the Justice card in itself, right? The true version of justice, not like the ego version of it, like, oh, look at me, I'm a fucking cop. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, the real ones who are like, I really don't care if I'm wearing this badge or not. Like, I'm going to save somebody's life regardless if I'm wearing the badge or not. Like, those kind of people. You know what I mean? But let's get into the switch deck. People who are just kind of like born to do stuff like that. Now, March energy's coming forth. So, guys, I am going to be filming a pick a card reading. I was going to surprise y'all, but I'm going to tell you anyway. I created the cover art today for it, and it's basically about March moments. That's what it's going to be called, pick a card. So for the remainder of like March and stuff like that, I probably should have uploaded it early on, but you never know. Somebody in next March might need it as well. So I'll just create that. But going back to the reading, something significant could be happening in March for you guys. Hence, we are already in March. But something significant could be happening here. Okay? This could be a really big month of transition and change for you. Some of you guys are going to be seeing this transition change within 3 days. And you may have been having repetitive signs, repetitive notations, repetitive kind of things being shown to you, whether it be like in the astral realm, like in the dream world, or, in the physical. Like maybe you're seeing like a certain bird like over and over. Okay? And it's really important for you to look that up. Unless it's like let me tell you something. Like sometimes I'll see like last night I saw a dog like in my dream. And you're probably like, a dog? What the fuck? I know, right? I just opened the door and it randomly was a dog. You're like, well, was the dog aggressive or something? I was like, nah, like the dog was like super friendly. Anyway, so like, and people didn't want the dog and everything like that. And I ended up keeping the dog. It was a deep dream. Anyway, so like, yeah, it was a deep dream. But that's a subliminal message in it. So I'm sitting here breaking it down within myself, still trying to decipher because there's still pieces to it. It's in depth, and I've been having it repetitively like for like days. And some of you guys may have been having this, but it may not be in the astral. It may be in the physical, like where you're receiving the same repetitive numbers, or you're receiving the same kind of like bird, or like the same like, you know what I mean, that you don't normally see. It's not something that you normally see. It's things that are abnormal. It's the anomalies that you have to pay attention to. They're the ones that, create, unique frequencies and shifts and change realities. But anyway, so, because if everything's moving at a systematic frequency in the rat race, nothing ever really changes until somebody like freaks out, right? Anyway, Britney Spears. Dear Stu, I have been trying to manifest you. Love them. So somebody's also trying to manifest you, so don't be surprised if you see their birthday like randomly pop up all of a sudden, like repetitively, or like if you see a song or if you hear a song that you used to, I don't know how I wanted to say see a song. So some of you guys may end up going to a concert, or some of you guys may be reading lyrics or something, or somebody might send you lyrics. Dear Stu, I'm going to make you an access user on my credit card. Have you ever seen a Medical American Express? Love them. Somebody who's thinking that maybe showing effort like that they can provide for you or whatever is going to show you that they're really wanting to be serious with you. But I feel like with the 9 of Pentacles that showed up, it's not something necessarily you're pining for. It's like you're good. Like you have your food, you have your whatever you need. Like you can get what you desire, whether it's like a delay or whatever, you're going to eventually get it. You know what I mean? So it's like, it doesn't really matter. But it's a nice gesture. So that is coming up for some of you guys. Dear Stu, this separation showed me how I truly feel about you. I will tell you soon, love them. So that could also be coming forth. So some of you guys who are in a period of separation, maybe this is an ex all of a sudden randomly showcasing their feelings and wanting to put forth effort and be this King of Wands energy randomly and coming in with some really strong action. Okay? And you may already be in like a different connection or a different relationship or connecting with somebody else, and you're just like, listen, maybe it's just a little bit too late for this moment. Some of you guys may end up having that moment, or some of you guys might be giving in and be like, you know what, I love you more than I love this other person that I recently connected with. And then some of you guys are going to be like, listen, I love this other person more that I recently connected with, and I don't want anything to do with what we've gone through, and I don't want to have to sit here and work through this when I don't have to. Like that kind of energy. Dear Stu, I'm going to tell you the truth. Love them. So somebody has been keeping and harboring a major, it's like major things that have been happening in their life, and they haven't been really expressing them to you. And I feel like maybe like 3/4 of the story, but like there's a major fourth part of the story. You know what I mean? Like, how important would Harry Potter be, okay, if the last book didn't exist? Like, would it be that evident? You know what I mean? Would the last book have, you know what I mean, created an outrage? Or how about the last movie if they never filmed the last movie? You know what I mean? People are just like, I'm not going to read the book. I'm not even going to, watch the series because I don't even know how it ends. You know what I mean? Or like that show that was actually really good called on CW called The Secret Circle. I feel like CW was just known for starting shows and then cutting them for a little while, unless it was like involved with Superman or something. So that's back when I used to watch like regular like TV. But for some reason, I'm getting like it's like somebody's gonna be telling you this major part of the story, like this conclusion, or like it's somebody was leaving you on a cliffhanger. Like you were getting the important parts to the story, like yeah, you knew the gist of the situation, but you didn't really know the gist of the situation. You understand? Like Harry Potter didn't really understand why everything kind of happened until towards the end. You know what I mean? Of everything. Now, dear Stu, I'm going to introduce you to my family soon. Love, yours is also something coming for us. So family could be a big part. Maybe if you, let's just say if you're not close with your family, maybe this person is going to try to integrate you into their family a little bit, to like where they want you to feel like you, like let's just say if you are no longer close with like your brother or your sister or whatever, they're going to be like wanting to, I don't know, like I don't want to say replace those relationships, but almost like make you feel like life can get better. Like it doesn't only have to be those moments. You can make more moments. Like you don't have to just be in the past reliving those beautiful moments thinking that they're never going to happen again. Like that kind of energy, especially if you were like, yeah, you know, I used to be really close with my brother or really close with my sister or whatever, or my dad or my mom or my aunt or whatever, and they're gonna be like, oh, I have an aunt like that. In their mind, they're gonna be like, oh, I have an aunt like this, or I have a sister like this. You're gonna love her. Like she's probably like 10 times better than yours. Like I don't know why I'm getting that energy. So like it's not like you're gonna have a replacement family, but it's like you're growing up, you're moving on, and you kind of are like moving out of like the toxic kind of sap that they were trying to keep you stuck in, okay? Like really sticky residue, it leaves traces behind like trauma, like sap, okay? Now the next one you're getting is, Dear Stu, I have been having a rough day. I'm avoiding everyone, especially you. I don't want my words to hurt you, love them. And it's almost like maybe you think that the moments of disconnection, or when somebody doesn't want to, or when your person doesn't want to spend as much time with you, or whenever they're like, oh, I'm just tired, I want to like go home or whatever, you think it's about you, but really it's about what they're going through. And they don't want to just take it out on you because they know that you don't deserve it. And they know that they're probably going to end up having to like make up for it time and time again, you know, just because they felt one way for one moment and they blew up on you and probably said some things that maybe they didn't really necessarily mean when they meant it, but they didn't want to say it the way that they said it, if that makes sense. So the next one that you're getting is, Dear Stu, I'm going to make it official soon. Love, yours. Now that's also coming in. Okay. Now this goes back into the Nine of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles and the Emperor card that came out for the general collective, okay? Now, getting another one, you're receiving, Dear Stu, I did sex magic on you, try to move on now, hee hee, sincerely your ex. Be careful with these crazy bitches that y'all be fucking with, okay? Or are men, okay? Because men can be warlocks too, all right? And do some crazy shit. So can women. All right, so it's just like an equal kind of energy there with that. But whoever, whether it be male or female, it's their ex or your ex has been trying to like keep you locked into them. And this could happen like with like you just receiving certain waves of them and not even missing them sexually or anything, but just feeling like, oh man, I kind of need them. But it's like a break. It's, I don't know why I'm getting like this really immense break. And this is how you're going to really feel like the soul tie is completely disconnected, is when you truly feel that break where you're just like, oh, whoa, like I just, there's no more effort. There's no more trying. There's not even like enough energy for me to cry or like give into this. I don't even want it to get better. Because I will always wonder if it's going to get worse. Like that kind of energy to like where you're just like, I'm completely done. Like, and I don't care what challenges I'm going to have to face in the way to get my freedom from you, but it's going to happen. Okay. So the next one that you're getting is, Dear Stu, I'm going, some people are like, light a candle, do that. It happens naturally. Like you can remove, like these soul ties will be removed naturally. You know, you don't have to like do a cord cutting with a candle. Some people do. You don't have to. Some people do that to like speed up the process, and they end up fucking up their own energy sometimes, because it's kind of like, imagine if you could like rush your period. That wouldn't necessarily be healthy. I mean, it wouldn't. You need like time process. I mean, granted, everybody has like different like time frames, and not trying to be TMI, but it's a natural functionality. Okay, so like, imagine if you just like rush through it, and like, even though that sounds like heaven, it really wouldn't be. Okay. Anyway, there's like really bad side effects that can happen from that, you know. Anyway, so dear Stu, I'm going to fight for you and over you. Love them is also something coming forth. Dear Stu, every woman in here is jealous of you. You look absolutely stunning. Thank you for coming with me. Love them. There could be an event or important situation that this person's going to eventually invite you to as well. And I also want to get into the shifts deck to see what's coming up. And let's see if we can get into some money messages. Hope you guys are enjoying the general collective read. But let's get into the shifts. Unexpected journey and an unexpected shift. Let's see what's happening here with that. The general collective. Enjoying it so much. Thank you so much, Noku. Ooh, sounds fun. Sorry, I'm just reading the comments now. Enjoying so much. Thank you for commenting. Dear Stu, get ready for career advancement. Your hard work is paying off and is noticed. You'll receive blessings soon. Love, Spirit. So some of you guys aren't realizing. Maybe you're thinking what you're doing is monotonous. It's kind of like when you go on the treadmill every day and you only see like minimal stuff, and then all of a sudden one day you do wake up and you're like, shit, I kind of do look great. You know what I mean? Like that kind of energy. Dearest, it's almost like that. It's almost like all of those little bricks that you were putting built like a really nice little brick, I guess, the wall to border your house. I don't know why I'm getting a house bordered with brick. Dear Stu, you will no longer struggle for transportation. Your karmic debt has been paid. Congratulations on your new vehicle, Love Sphere. Some of you guys could be upgrading. Some of you guys could be getting a new vehicle. Maybe some of you guys are like, okay, I'm finally giving into the car loan. I'll do it. This is enough. I'm just going to do it. Like that kind of energy. Okay, for some of you guys. Dear Stu, you're about to go on a romantic getaway with your partner. These nights and days will become one. You both will find peace and create it on this journey. Love, Spirit is also something coming forth. Dear Stu, it is time to add a new member to your home. It is time to adopt a new animal. This is the comfort you seek, to care for someone other than yourself. Love, Spirit is also something coming forth. Some of you guys could be getting an animal. Okay, maybe it's going to be like a service animal or something like that. All right. For some of you guys, but it's going to be like a new animal that you're going to have. And I feel like it's going to make you very happy. Dear Stu, you'll obtain a sign-on bonus for your new job. This will put you ahead in bills. Some of you guys are going to be getting paid in advance or something. So this could even be like, and it's something that you'll be able to, it'll be like a breath of fresh air for you too, for some of you guys. So let's just say like you work at a commission-based job and you weren't expecting to get that commission payout until like next month, at the end of next month. But for some reason, that sale fell like in like a certain category to like where you're going to be able to like get paid out like at a certain time frame. You know what I mean? So like where things happen just right. So like where you get paid out just at the right time. And I feel like it's going to put you ahead, okay? To like where you're not going to be as stressed out. Like you have grown accustomed to like being in this sense of relief, and you're going to be able to create that structure. And what I mean by that is like it's going to be consistent. So this is almost like you're going to be able to make this commission or make this bonus or make this like almost consistently for some of you guys. Dear Stu, you'll receive a security deposit from a tenant soon. You will book out your rooms fast. I literally had a dream about this last night. I'm not trying to be TMI, but I was like, I didn't pay a security deposit. It's like, why am I getting a security deposit back? Why are you handing me that? It was just very weird. Anyway, dear Stu, you'll receive, and there was a dog there. I'm a cat person. You know, there's different things that happened. Dear Stu, you'll receive a security deposit from a tenant soon. You'll book out your rooms fast. Love, Spirit. Now we also have another one. You have Dear Stu, they will want to meet up in person. They want another chance with you. I just heard somebody wants your forgiveness, like somebody wants you to forgive them for something. And I feel like it's something very deep. They have never been over you. They don't believe they will until they truly try with you. Love, Spirit. So it's almost like somebody feels like this could be feeling like maybe they failed you, or maybe they feel like they, what's it called, wasn't able to really be everything that they wanted to be in the relationship for you, whether that be a parent, a sibling, a cousin, a family member, a friend, a lover. You know, I feel like this person's going to be wanting to speak about things. And that's where that breakthrough conversation comes in. And maybe you might be taken a little bit back from it because the Knight of Swords energy came up in the reverse. It's almost like, why do I even, it's almost like your mind goes into, why do I even need this relationship? Like, that's where your mind goes into for some of you guys, to where you're just like, if this person isn't doing A, B, C, and D, and I've given them freaking all of the freaking time, okay, they should have like been a little bit more like forward with things. And maybe you've been with this person for like years. Some of you guys have been with this person. It depends on what your own thing. Some of you guys have been together with this person for like a year. Some of you guys have been together with this person for only like a couple months, and you're just like, oh my God, when is it going to happen? Give it time. If it's only been a couple of months, give it time. Okay, that's not enough time, I feel like, in my opinion. But cutting the deck in half, you have Dearest You. Your coworker who is known to be the workplace bully will be fired soon. You will take their position, Love Spirit. Oh, wow. Okay, so I also feel like this could be accurate for some of you guys. All right, now we're also going to read these. Dearest You, you will catch your partner cheating on you. Sincerely, future you. I had a dream about that last night as well. Dearest You, the person they thought you wouldn't get, you will get. Bomb Bomb by Nicki Minaj. Love Spirit. Dearest You, you'll obtain the money you need for the cosmetic enhancements that you want. You are beautiful the way you are, but if that makes you happy, then use this money to fulfill your heart's desire, Love Spirit. So some of you guys are like wanting to do something different, whether it's like, let's just say, okay, so like I want to do bonding on my front teeth, right? I want to get rid of my gap. Right, I've always wanted braces growing up, and I was surrounded by like my siblings who had braces, and I was like the only one who like didn't. Anyway, so I was like, I wanted braces, so I want to do that. Let's just say there are people who are like, oh, keep your gap, whatever, because they don't have to live with it. You know what I mean? So they're like, oh, keep your gap, it's original, whatever, it's originally fucking ugly. Like, I'm like, you know, that's how I feel about it. So, like, even though other people think, oh, you're beautiful the way you are, but if it makes you happy, then use your money to fulfill your heart's desire. So if you're like, you know what, I kind of want to change this. I want to do my hair differently, or I want to, sometimes it's not even as major as like dental work, you know. It could be like, you know, something with your style, or it's cosmetic. So it's something that is going to enhance your beauty in a way, okay? I mean, hopefully, right? So, Dearest You, your rental property is a success, 5-star all around from the previous tenants, Love Spirit. Some of you guys are going to be getting a property of like your own. And I feel like it's going to be very profitable and very successful for you, because I feel like you have like all the backing to get it started, and you have like the right mindset for it for some of you guys. And maybe you guys were like, you know, going a little in and out because you were like, I don't know if I want to have to deal with all of this all the time, when I could just honestly do my own thing and I could be okay, or just do something else and just have a streamline. And I'm a little bit indecisive about that, but I know what's required of me. So like going back into like what we were saying and talking about in the beginning of having that kind of like equal, well, really just weighing out the pros and cons of the situation and feeling like what you're willing to karmatically take on in the situation. Like, you know, in order to get a restaurant, you can't just like build a restaurant, just be like, hey, come in, you have to get the licensing for it, you got to get it inspected, you have to, you know what I mean? All of these steps. The same thing goes for like hotels or whatever business that you're wanting to start, you know, or hair, right? Let's say if you're wanting to do your own salon, like in Florida, you got to get it certified with the DPR, you know what I mean? And then you got to also get your county's tax, you know what I mean, license. And then, you know, you got to ask them again if you need an additional license for the establishment. Like, there's so much extra shit that goes into building a salon. But at the same time, it's possible, right? Now, I'm also getting Dearest You, you will soon win a prize, unexpectedly jackpot, Love Spirit. And for some reason, I'm getting that scene from Despicable Me when the minion, when they're in retirement, quote unquote, and one of the minions is at the jackpot and he ends up winning it the minute that he gets the call for the opportunity to go out of retirement and go back to do, like, live in his purpose. And he ends up getting like this money, but he just ends up just taking only a little bit and then just kind of like leaving the rest. Like that kind of energy. I don't know why I'm getting that vibe too. Some of you guys could be sharing the loot. I don't know. Dearest You, you'll receive a security deposit from a tenant student. We already read that. For some of you guys, especially if you guys are trying to like Airbnb stuff or whatever. Dearest You, they will soon be moving back home. They do not like where they're at now. Just I'm sorry, what is it? Just wait. They will show up when you least expect it. Love spirit. Some of you guys, your person could show up unexpectedly. Like with their, like some of you guys, if you're dealing with like a third party situation and you know like they're with somebody else or whatever, this person could literally break up with this person and like have nowhere to go. And like, there's just like stuff like that could be coming up, okay, for some of you guys. Some of you, okay? It could be near future or it could be whenever you gravitate towards this video, okay? Hey, what's up, Ella? How are you? This is generalized collective reading, okay? So just take the energy that resonates, leave the rest out. I'm just getting into message cards right now. If you do want a private reading with me, feel free to book on my site, or you can book and I'll be delivering it after the general collective on live stream. So it's up to you. All that info is down below. Dear Stu, get ready to level up substantially. Your profits will grow, your image will perfect itself, and your haters' jaws will drop. They thought it was all talk. Headlines by Drake. Your come up will be epic. Love spirit. Will there be love messages pulled for the general collective? Yes. Yes. Dear Stu, you'll be going on a long journey soon. Overpack just in case. Save extra as well, love spirit. Somebody might be taking you on a journey to visit family or to be around family as well. Let's cut this in half. We have Dear Stu, someone is about to prove that they love you through action and not words. And you know, we touched base on this earlier. Someone is about to step into their role as your significant other. Love spirit is also something coming forth, okay? Now what's at the bottom here? Dear Stu, I've been waiting to make love to you for a long time. You're my deepest, darkest desire. Love that also coming in. Okay, something also coming up for you guys. But let's get into some love messages. We'll get some general love messages and also get into the life cards. But I hope you guys are doing good. Oh, what happened here? Sorry, I was doing a private reading earlier. Okay. So let's see here. That deck has become so massive. I know, right? I was looking at my earlier videos and how it was like literally just like 25 cards like when I first started, and I was like, it's so hard to shuffle. Like I was complaining about it and shit. And now like I don't even know how many cards are in here. I just got a bunch of like postcards and I think it's like 125. Anyway, so let's get into it because it's a combination. It's my spiritual guidance deck and also my general love messages. But let's get into see for the general collective what to expect, what's coming up soon. Ooh, okay, a little bit of complications there. What's up with that? But yeah, the deck has gotten so massive. It's like literally looks like 2 books, right? Anyway, so let's get into it. I just love writing, guys. I really do. And I love channeling too. So let's get into it. And there's some days where I literally contact clients and I'm like, hey, I'm going to just do a special today for certain clients because I want to write today. And literally it happens like that too. So anyway, Earth Empath is also coming out for you guys. They are in tune with changes to Earth, its weather, the solar system, and the universe. More specifically, geomantic empaths sense large movements in the Earth, including natural disasters. Okay, and this was also something studied by science. Anyway, so Earth empaths, okay, they tend to like sense when things are wrong. These are like the shamans of your friend group, the people who are like, man, like I really think it's gonna rain, and like it's so sunny and the weather says it's gonna be sunny all day and all weekend, and all of a sudden it just fucking rains. Like those types of people. And you're just like, how the hell did you even know that? Like there wasn't even moisture in the air to signify that, nothing crazy. Like it just, you knew it. Like your system just knew that it was gonna rain. Anyway, and it's like you just knew. And it's also something doing with your lineage and like your like where you come from. So like let's just say you come from like a certain tribe that used to like, you know, I don't know, pay attention to certain movements to where they train their system to like where you now genetically have this naturally and intuitively. Okay. Now, anyway, dear Stu, the hard times with finances are coming to a halt. You will make enough to pay off all debts, not just the bare minimum. Your karmic debt has been paid. Your future is already paid for. It is time for you to start believing because this pay increase will truly be a benefit to not only your life now, but your life in the future as well. Keep up the good work. It is noticed, and that is the second time that Spirit said that it's noticed. So maybe you think that your work is going unnoticed, that people aren't seeing the effort that you're putting in. But there's people who may have been like let's say your supervisor who's been watching you since your very beginning, who maybe you think that hasn't been like really paying attention to you or anything like that, but has been seeing how you're different than the last person in that position and noticing how the work differs. And that's how you stood out. I don't know, I'm getting that energy. Dear Stu, we are far from over, and I will be back to reconcile with you. I cannot stay mad at you for very long, not when I love you as deeply as this. I may not apologize, but I will reach out to you again. I miss everything about you. I want to know if you are okay. I want to show you that I care more than I've often led you to believe with my actions. Again, something dealing with actions. So it's like somebody's going to be doing something different, okay? Going to be changing a little bit. Me encompassing you in their world a little bit more too. I can't let you go even if I wanted to, and I seriously think that I will marry you. I will never let anyone else marry you. I will reach out soon. Love, yours is also something coming forth. Now you're also getting, dear Stu, I cannot sleep right since you left. I cannot focus unless I know we are okay. This is why I pushed you away, so that this wouldn't happen. Attachment. I crave a message, a call, a random visit, or anything that reassures me that you are here to stay. Yet I haven't heard a word from you. Please tell me what is wrong, my love. I need you. So it's almost like maybe this person isn't the type of person to send multiple messages. But if you don't respond back for like a couple hours, this person will start thinking, oh shit, did I do something wrong? Are they like not talking to me anymore? Are they not like wanting to be my friend? Are they not wanting to do this? Are they not wanting to date me? Are they like, their mind goes into this really deep like anxiety. Like their anxiety, they don't have external panic attacks, they have internal panic attacks. You're probably like, aren't panic attacks internal anyway? But no, some people you can like visually see the symptoms to like where they're hyperventilating, they're being hella extra. But at the same time, that's their symptom. That's the way they express themselves. I've done it too, like where you hyperventilate and you need a paper bag and shit. I get it. Sometimes you need that secure space or you need that extra weight on you, like that weighted blanket or whatever. You know what I mean? Again, all my readings are for entertainment purposes only. By no means am I guaranteeing medical, legal, professional advice at any time. Take a resonance, leave the rest out. But okay, I do feel like maybe whenever you don't, like, let's just say if you fall asleep, because I go to sleep early at times, where I'll just put on TV and I'll knock out. I'm a very much of an early riser. Like sometimes I'll just like wake up at 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock and I'll just like stay up and I take a couple hours because I like that part of the world because that part of the world's kind of sleeping. So you're able to kind of just really be in your own world, if that makes sense. Anyway, so dear Stu, I cannot sleep right since you left. So it's almost like maybe you're also having some sleeping. I don't know why I'm getting mirrored energy. So you may also be having some sleeping issues, okay? And you're wondering like why? Like you shouldn't be having sleeping issues. You go to sleep perfectly fine. Like there's nothing wrong with where you're sleeping. There's nothing wrong with what's going on. It's just like why aren't you having that similar function? And it's almost like both of you guys are doing the same thing, okay? Dear Stu, although things are not perfect between us right now, I want you to meet my mother/father. I want you to meet the parent closest to my heart. I want you to meet the part of me not everyone sees. I want you to meet her. So it could, or him, like that mother or that father. So like I was saying, somebody could be like whisking you away to like kind of like meet their family or like encompass you in their life more as well. I want you to meet the part of me not everyone sees. I want you to meet her. I want and hope that she loves you the way that I do. This is nerve-wracking, but this is something that I have thought through and want to do with you. Love, yours is also something coming forth. Dearest Stu, I pass by your house from time to time to try to see what you do when I am not around. I feel like this non-communication is a sign you are talking to someone else, so I park and wait. I wait to see if I see anyone come out that looks like they are more than just a friend. I wish I could trust you, but I don't. I wish you shared your location with me. I want to know what you are doing and who you are with. I fear you will cheat on me. I fear you are over me. Are you? Love, yours. Now, somebody could kind of like, I don't know, I'm getting like well, who is the person you're talking to? I know you're talking to somebody else. There can't just be like one person. You're so happy, like with me. You haven't even started like hella arguments like you usually do. You're not saying the paragraphs that you usually send. You're being complacent. Like, who else are you talking to? I'm getting that kind of energy. And you're just probably like, dude, I'm actually falling asleep, or like, I'm actually doing this, or like, girl, like, I'm actually working all day, or like, like, I don't know. Dear Stu, I have fallen short in regards to my commitment to you. I told you I would always be there, that I would never leave you high and dry, yet my words fell short. My promises have been broken, and the guilt won't let me sleep. Knowing that you called out to me just for me to leave you even more broken than when I found you, I'm going to apologize in a big way. I cannot take the remorse of how I treated you that day. Now, there is somebody that, because there was one of these cards where it was like, you're going to find your person cheating on you. You're going to catch a person cheating on you. This could also be where you're just like, I don't want to talk to you anymore or whatever, and you create space, and even though you're not talking with anybody else, this person thinks that you're going to automatically do what they did to you, but 10 times worse. Okay? And maybe you just end up not getting your lick back, even though you could, even though you probably have options or whatever, you're probably just like, yeah, I'm not going to get my lick back. Like, you can go ahead and be miserable and fuck somebody else. Like, it's fine. Like, I'm going to deal with what I got to deal with emotionally and just focus on what I got to deal with for some of you guys. Okay? Because I'm getting a couple different energies. Now, cutting the deck in half, you're getting, Dearest Stu, you have shown me a different way to live, and I do not wish to go back to how I was. You are more special than I have let you know. You never give up, and you always push past the limits. Loving you has changed me. This love I know will be everlasting and true. I'm in love with everything you do, even the arguments I love too. So remember I said maybe you are like not arguing with this person like how you used to argue. Maybe you're just kind of like, you know what, I'm just going to go to sleep. Or like, you know what, I'm just not even going to talk about this right now. Or like, we can talk about this a different day or a different time or never again. Like, make that choice, like that kind of energy. Okay? Now, even the arguments I love too. Sorry, I don't know why I felt like I needed to reread that. So it's almost like this person had like a really strong way of living. So maybe this person was used to like maybe fuckboy energy or like playing around or dating or whatever, right? Or fuck girl energy, playing around, whatever. And I feel like now this person doesn't even want to go back to how things were. Doesn't want to go back to, I don't know why I'm getting that movie After. I haven't seen it, but it's coming up in my mind. I don't even know what it's about. The movie After. I'm just seeing After, like in my mind. I'm watching a squirrel, and the squirrel is looking at me right now, and it's a live version. So that, anyway, like I said, this squirrel's in a buffet. So let's get one more. Dearest Stu, today I'm going to surprise you during your work schedule. I will want to take you to lunch. I want to let everyone that you work with know that you are mine. I want to hang out with you and catch up in person on how both of our days are going. Hearing your voice, seeing the sun hit your skin is what makes any day of mine 10 times better. I know we are not on speaking terms, but I'm hoping that effort will change that. I'm sorry. I'm hoping the effort will change that. I don't want to lose you. I want to show you that I love you. Have lunch with me. Just say yes. Love, yours. So this is also like an invitation for lunch or doing something fun like that. Also coming your way for some of you guys. All right. But let's get into the life deck. And also, guys, I am going to be available for private readings. And if you are wanting a private reading with me, feel free to request that on my site, or to check out my community page for any of my specials listed. Do the life cards. I also wanted to do the money messages deck, but give me one moment. Let me see what's in the bottom drawer here. All right, so I think that's Outcast, right? Will there also be a short love tarot reading for the general collective? Oh, wait. Hey, what's up? Yeah, that was in the beginning. If you want to rewind it back to the love collective, you can. I just did a general pool in the beginning. But, I mean, I can do it again, just a little bit. But just feel free to rewind it back, okay? But let's get into the way it moves to see what's coming up for the general collective, for money messages. And then we'll also go into the game of life cards, the fun cards that we channel into. So let's get into the way it moves. Money messages for the general collective. Just doing a couple good shuffles in there. All right, so let's see. Hi, Ella. Okay, I'll do it again briefly, okay? So the way it moves, it's coming up for the general collective. Some of you guys, you've been in a period of stagnancy with wealth to where you're just like, and it's based off of your energy. Maybe you've just been really complacent, and maybe that's where you kind of needed to be before this opportunity comes towards you, because it's almost like you kind of needed an energetic break. And you may have been stressed out like about like money or like work or stuff like that, but maybe you needed an energetic break because of how much shit you've already put in, like effort you've already put into, okay? Dear Stu, it is time to invest in your ideas. They are a whole business. Get your LLC and EIN. Stop quitting on yourself. Love, Spirit. So some of you guys are going to be starting a business soon, okay? I already have my LLC, my EIN, and everything. You know, dear Stu, you'll obtain an entertainment deal. You'll be a star. Congrats, Spirit. Some of you guys are going to be getting a deal or hitting the jackpot with an opportunity. Yes, it could be an entertainment deal for those guys who are a performer. Or it could be kind of like, you know, just a really important deal for like getting a really good career opportunity that you're going to end up being the star of that career opportunity. Some of you guys are wanting to make like 50K a year, or maybe you're wanting to make an extra 50K a year. Maybe you're going to be receiving 50K soon with 50,000 coming up. Dearest to you, you're designed for the business and financial field. This is not who you are. This is just what you do. Who you are must shine through to change the perception on what they do. Sincerely, Spirit. Dearest you, you belong in the arts and design world. Your ideas must be creative but also expressive. This is where you belong. Create as you see fit is also something coming up. So some of you guys would be inquiring about like what you should be doing, what kind of fields you should be getting involved in. Of course, go with your intuition, but maybe doing something creative and building your passion into your business. Dear Stu, you'll be able to pay your taxes perfectly next year. For some reason, I heard this year for your current working year. Regards, Spirit. But some of you guys are, you know, that tax day is coming up in April. Okay, so that's the final day to submit your taxes for review. So, for review, sorry. Dear Stu, you'll be asked to replace your current boss. Others will be envious of this. Regards, Spirit. And this also came up in a different bigger card as well for some of you guys. Now, is there any other notation? Dearest you, your bank will offer you a very large loan, Love, Spirit. So some of you guys are not expecting to get like a large loan or anything like that, because maybe you just received it from that bank, or maybe they're seeing that you're paying it back on time, everything like that. Maybe they're just going to increase the amount a little bit more, you know, stuff like that, okay? And getting the next one, you have Dearest you, yes, your contract will renew at the amount requested. They know you're worth it. Regards, Spirit. So maybe there's something that you apply for. Maybe they're like, oh, see if you pre-qualify for this, and it could be like a large loan for like a car or something like that, which also came up previously in I think the shifts deck. And with this energy, it's like maybe you're wanting to renew like that loan amount, or maybe you're just trying to get that loan amount again, or maybe you're just trying to get maybe a little bit extra this time. And it's almost like a kind of like a reassuring kind of card that you're going to be approved for that, because they see like your progress, they see like what you've done, stuff like that. Dear Stu, you will have an overnight abundant blessings. Yeah, that's written horribly. Your client intake will overflow. Your business will be an overnight success. This is due to the work you have already put in. This will happen this month, Love, Spirit. And for some reason, I'm getting like March Madness energy. Okay, basketball could be really, some of you guys could be getting invited to like a basketball game. Okay. Dear Stu, a lover will be paying all of your bills, Love, Spirit. So maybe there could be somebody who wants to pay for something for you. Okay, I wouldn't really suggest that. Reason why is because they can become very entitled with shit. Anyway, so dear Stu, you have worked so hard. Now it's time to travel and explore. You'll be surprised to be able to take a break. Remember, even God took a day of rest after creating the universe. Regards, Spirit. Dear Stu, you have important people noticing your work. Your perseverance is relentless. You will get what you want and more. Love spirit is also something coming forth. So maybe some people that you didn't even realize that were taking notice of your work are noticing your work. And this came up before too, and it's coming up in correlation again. But let's see if there's any. I'm going to do this a little bit differently, and I'll have you guys pick a card. So 1, 2, or 3. Okay, so let's read 1. Dear Stu, the video you posted will go viral. Sponsors will be randomly calling you and emailing nonstop. 0 to 100 by Drake. Regards, Spirit is also something coming forth. So some of you guys who are working like on your platforms or things like that, you could end up getting an advancement, or maybe there could be a video that you posted in regards to like marketing or something like that could end up going viral and becoming a pretty good benefit for you. But now let's get into, Dear Stu, you received double for them betraying you. Let me see where my phone is at before I do the general love read. Okay, cool. Wait, you still have enough battery, sorry. Dear Stu, you received double for them betraying you, love spirit. So some of you guys are going to be receiving double for something. This could also be through a divorce or a settlement for some of you guys. And this could be kind of like something you're not expecting. An amount unexpected is going to be coming towards you with Dear Stu, also energy coming in. Because that's supposed to be like a blank check, a blank kind of like opportunity, a blank kind of like money being given to you. That's why it's blank. Anyway, now for number 3, Dear Stu, you'll be asked to be featured in a music video. Will you say yes? Regards, Spirit. Now this could also be featured in a marketing campaign for wherever you're working at. This could also be just featured in somebody's project that they're trying to do, or ask for your help to help promote it. Okay, where you'll be kind of like a star in that as well. Okay. All right, so let's get into the life cards, and then we'll get into the general love. And let's see. The general collective, what is to come soon for them? What is to come soon? All right, so we're going to do number 1. What's to come soon? Number 2. What is to come soon? Number 3, I'll pull out. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. For number 1, you're receiving your pet gerbil Steven runs away. Then you're also getting lightning strikes a hole in your roof is also coming forth. So some of you guys, somebody that you thought you had it like on lockdown with is going to be kind of like going escape soon. Like somebody who went ghost on you is going to finally come back towards you randomly and very shocking. Where there's an opportunity that escaped your grasp is now going to come back towards you pretty shockingly. Okay? Or maybe there's somebody who ghosts you after some kind of like serious thing that ends up happening in your life as well. For pile number 1. So let's get to number 2. Start a cricket farm and musician. Some of you guys are going to be putting your music out there. Okay, or maybe you're going to be, you know, starting to tour or something like that, and you probably were like envision like this huge crowd or something like that, and maybe it's just crickets, or maybe there's not many people showing up, or like things like that. Okay, and I feel like with this, it's almost like it's not that your work is horrible, it's that these people are still digesting you. There's people are still kind of like getting to know you, kind of like energy, as well with Start a Cricket Farm. Now you're also getting book a European, well, this is pile number 3. Book a European vacation. Some of you guys might be going to Europe soon with your person. It's like you're not going alone. You're going with your person. And I don't know, I feel like there's somebody who's going to be very lively, happy, effervescent. And there's somebody who's going to be very logical, research-oriented, like wanting to, like you might just be more spontaneous and more outgoing and stuff like that. And your person that you're going with is going to be kind of like, and this also, if you're not going to Europe, this could also just be like a mini getaway with your person. It's almost like somebody's like really creative and out there and fun and like color in a person, essentially. You know what I mean? Like a rainbow in a person, like a rainbow blast in a person. Like, you know the rainbow blast unicorn? Okay, that may have gotten a little too deep for some of you guys. Okay. The rainbow blast unicorn is like that kind of energy. Some of you guys might be doing something different with your hair as well, and coloring it unique color. Politician is also something coming forth. So you guys are going to be speaking up for something. Or maybe there's going to be somewhere that you're going to be brought to for work that you're going to be able to bring your person, and it has something involving public speaking. Astronaut and self-publish your life story. This is interesting. You're definitely going to be traveling and disconnecting from people, but still remaining connected, if that makes sense. And then self-publish your life story, it's almost like you're going to be posting about these things that you're doing, like way after the fact, like way after you're gone. Like you could be like, let's just say like you end up going on a European, let's just say you end up going on a European vacation with you and your person. Okay, for pile number 3s, or you end up going on a getaway with you and your person, or doing something special with you and your person. You end up taking pictures that you would love to post immediately and stuff like that, but then there's a part of you that's like, you know what, I'm not going to post about this until like I'm done being here. You know what I mean? Or I'm done with this. And even then, I might wait a little bit and then, you know, post about it randomly if I want to. And I might not even post about it at all, like that kind of energy. Okay? And for some reason, I want to get one more on the top. Your yard sale is a huge success. There's something that you end up creating or doing that allows you to be disconnected and free. Okay? That allows you to go on some form of vacation. You could also be signing something, an important deal or contract as well for some of you guys for round number 3. No one got any car cards, oh, well. Your food truck side gig is hit. Some of you guys are going to be investing in something that's going to be very profitable for you, okay? You might also become very adventurous with trying different foods, trying different things as well. Now let's get into a brief general love collective reading, and then we're going to call it for the morning. Feel free to book a private reading with me for tomorrow delivery. I no longer offer same-day delivery. So let's get into what's coming up. The only time I offer same-day delivery is when I'm live, guys, just so you know. But let's get into now. So let's go into what to expect. Nine of Pentacles, which came out before, and the Hangman, which didn't come out before. But this is almost like somebody, and you know, this almost explains exactly what I was going into about somebody viewing you and somebody like looking at you as like a potential for a significant other, but almost like waiting for reassurance, waiting for that one reassuring moment or one reassuring thing that's going to really solidify like, okay, he's making the right decision, or she's making the right decision. With the Hangman energy and the reversal, it's almost like waiting for the opportune time and knowing exactly what to do and knowing exactly what they want to do, which is actually offer you more, but almost like waiting for you to give them some form of security within the situation, that you're not really fleeting, that you're actually being really structured and handling things differently than the way that you may have done things in the past. Now, the Ace of Wands energy coming forth in the upright position also signifies an opportunity. It also signifies somebody reaching out to you and trying something different, new, and adventurous with the Ace of Wands. You're also receiving the Queen of Cups. Now, somebody also views you to be very beautiful, no matter whether you're wearing like makeup or not or whatever. This person very much finds you to be absolutely beautiful. Now, the next card that you're getting is the Chariot card. Now, this also is about receiving some form of emotional message or emotional kind of like situation here. We're going to get a little bit of clarify energy with this Queen of Cups energy. I want to know why she's here exactly, because it looks like she received some kind of intuitive message before it was even sent out to her. It's almost like she was waiting for that, and then all of a sudden she was prepared for that with the Chariot card in the upper. Now, underneath the Nine of Pentacles, you have the Six of Swords. So it's almost like somebody was waiting for you to be stagnant, waiting for you to basically essentially not move or do something crazy, okay? Now, underneath the Hangman energy in the reversal, you have the Ten of Swords in the reversal. Maybe there was somebody who is still keeping their eye on you. Could be an ex, okay, for the general collective, who is like really not over you and is wanting to reach out to you in a really mysterious way. And I do feel like they're going to have a creative offer to give you with the Magician and the Ace of Wands. And you're going to be a little bit stressed out about this message that you receive, even though on the surface you're going to be very caring and giving. It's almost like really stressed out about this message. Now, underneath the Chariot, you have the Queen of Swords. Now, this could be, I don't know, I feel like this could be somebody getting like a new car or something with the Queen of Swords energy. But with the Chariot card energy coming forth, and underneath you have the Queen of Swords, it's almost like a decision that you make to move forward. Ends up being an extreme benefit for you that ends up progressing you really strongly with your person, based off of maybe a conversation that you bring up with this person. that maybe once was rejected, that's now moving forward towards like something really serious, with the 10 of Pentacles energy coming forth in the upright and the 8 of Pentacles energy. So it's a little bit of a synopsis of what came out prior. It just has a little bit more details like movement, moving energy. Maybe you felt really solidified and really structured and grounded, and then all of a sudden something out of nowhere is going to give you the ability to change things and to transform things that you didn't expect. And it's going to make you stressed out because you've grown to like care for your environment or care for the people or things like that. Also getting the 7 of Pentacles energy in the upright. Some of you guys might also be finding out that you're pregnant because you're getting the lineage card, money, abundance, and then you're also getting the growth and investment card. It's almost like somebody implanted a seed. So just be cautious about that, guys, especially if you're not wanting to get pregnant or anything like that. But I do feel like somebody's been wanting to take their time to get to know you, and 7 years could be significant for some of you guys. You're also receiving the Page of Pentacles in reversal. Maybe somebody refused to like invest in this situation any longer because of how long it was taking. And that's when this person all of a sudden comes up and brings you this attention for some of you guys. Okay, and this could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarian who receives this. With a King of Swords. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Okay, or maybe this is something you manifested into your existence that somebody's really certain of. That is now going to be placing really mega restrictions on your relationship and your connection. Not even like, I feel like you're not even going to be like on social media, really. Like, I feel like maybe if you are on social media, it's just like, I don't know, like ghost accounts or stuff that people can't really find you on, to where you're just like on there, just chilling. With the Fool card energy coming forth in the upright position, this is also about adventure and spontaneity and going with the flow and feeling free and feeling like a fresh start with each other. And bringing balance with one another as well. Also getting Aquarian and Libra energy. And it's almost like maybe a part of you wanted to ignore this because you didn't think this person was serious about this. Or if it was like a serious form of communication, especially with the Wheel of Fortune, with it being a major shift, a major transformation, a major change. And I do feel like some of you guys may have had a dream about this, and it's almost like Spirit saying, like, yeah, this wasn't really a dream. This was actually something that was going to be reality. With the 8 of Wands energy, and this is something going to be happening pretty fast, and that's why you're receiving notations, but it's not happening when you want it to happen for some of you guys. And you're also getting the King of Pentacles energy coming forth, another money notation, but also an option. It's almost like somebody wanted to wait until they were really financially structured or really like financially like good, whether it's male or female, whatever energy you feel, that it could be very much you, the viewer, who is like, you know what, I feel this way. Like, I want to be a little bit more of a provider. I want to be able to match what he's able to bring to the table, or like whatever you want your relationship to feel like, and that's okay for you, you know? But with the King of Pentacles energy, it's almost like there could have been a masculine energy who wanted to be a little bit more structured, more secure, and before they offer you something really certain, the way that they're going to offer you that, like an official relationship or connection. This is a very mature relationship. All right, why is the King of Pentacles here? Clarify with the way it moves. Dear Stu, although creative skills are popular, you will get noticed how you wield and control your skills. Your time is now. Love Spirit is also something coming forth. So this person may have been waiting for like whatever they were investing in, whether that be a creative venture or something different that normally people don't become successful in just right off the bat, that they actually have to put in time and effort and things like that in order to make it work. Hence the 7 of Pentacles energy that came out. And maybe they were waiting for that moment. Now you're also getting, Dear Stu, you'll be able to pay rent on time. You will not be evicted. Regards, Spirit is also something coming forth as well. Some of you guys are like, oh, damn, am I going to be able to pay rent on time? Is this, things are going weird right now? What's happening? That's some reassurance. Dear Stu, apply for the position you wish to receive. A callback is the only inspiration that you need. You will obtain the position effective immediately upon your interview. It is time to aim higher. Love Spirit is also something coming forth. So maybe this person took a chance and it ended up really working out for them. And maybe they thought that it wasn't I don't know why I feel like maybe you sent good energy their way as well in regards to this, but I feel like it's going to be working out in their favor. And it's something that they've been visualizing pretty freaking clearly with the Two of Wands energy coming forth in the upright position. And then also the 10 of Wands in the reversal suggests that because you chose not to give up, or this person chose not to give up and really hold on to their vision, it's going to pay off in the long haul to like where they will not be in like a deficit, okay, financially with the Five of Pentacles. But this is also somebody always keeping their eye on you and not really truly leaving you out in the cold, just getting some space when they need it and reconnecting with you and reuniting with you with the Four of Wands energy. And it's going to be coming up within the coming days for some of you guys. Okay, it's a lot of transitional change, and a lot of astrologers have been talking about it. And I was like, oh man, you know. But that is what I am picking up for the general collective. I hope you guys enjoyed that general collective reading. I went a little bit over an hour for the general collective. Feel free to reach out if you do want a private reading with me. It will be delivered first thing tomorrow for the first batch of recordings by 1 p.m. U.S. Eastern Standard. And I hope you guys enjoy the new content that's going to be posted. Monday is my official Monday pick a card reading, but I am going to do a March pick a card randomly. It's either going to be uploaded today or tomorrow, but I'm definitely going to be recording it and editing it. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. Ella, thank you for the reading. You're welcome, love. Thank you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And until next time, bye for now.